there, everybody. It's Mike Delisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. And today we're going to be taking a look at a massive box called Western Empires from 999 Games. Just based off the sheer weight of this thing, I'm assuming there's going to be a whole lot involved inside. It says that this is a board game for 5 to 9 players, covers the development of ancient civilizations over 8,000 years of history, so that's pretty ambitious. It's not a war game. It says you lead your civilizations as they expand, develop culture and technology, engage in conflict, apply diplomacy, and face calamities. So, you've got a 2-hour tutorial scenario, a 6-hour, in quotes, short game scenario. A full game takes up to 13 hours. My goodness. Well, it's telling you exactly what you're getting on the back of the box, which is great. It also says it's part of Mega Empires. It's a standalone game for 5 to 9 players, and together with Eastern Empires, which is obviously not included, you can play Mega Empires, up to 18 players. Well, my goodness. Let's take a look inside. This one may take a little while. I warned you on the front end. I'm assuming there's a tremendous amount of components within this box. It is actually bowed the top of the box. So let's start this daunting process right now. Well, right off the bat, we can see there's a whole lot of cards. Just a tremendous amount of cards. And so I'll try to give you a little bit of a view of the cards. I don't feel like we need to go into tremendous detail on all of them because I think getting a look at a few of them will give you a pretty good idea. All right. Now, these are larger than standard size cards. All right. These look to be, I would imagine, technologies, monotheism. It gives you a special ability. All right. Philosophy. Lots of philosophy cards. Politics. Provincial empire. Public works. Road building. Theology, trade empire, wonder of the world. All right, so and some victory points cards and some blank cards in case you wanted to make up your own technologies, I suppose. All right, let's get these other cards open and I'll kind of show you through some of those. Advanced military, anatomy. This is good. I think you can get a pretty good idea. Cultural ascendancy, democracy, diaspora, the library, mathematics. This is the one card that is the bane of my existence. Math. Mining. Monotheism again. Okay, this plays on top of that other card. These are in alphabetical order. You've likely figured that out. Monarchy, music, mysticism, mythology, pottery, sculpture, theocracy, urbanism, written records. I'll go a little bit quicker now. Law, literacy, medicine, military, monuments, naval warfare, rhetoric, trade routes, universal doctrine. This is obviously a card-driven game. Agriculture, architecture, calendar, cartography, diplomacy, engineering, enlightenment, fundamentalism, law, which we had seen on our last stack. And then what seems to be the last stack of large cards, astronavigation, cloth making, coinage, deism, drama and poetry, empiricism, masonry, metalworking, monarchy. Whew, that's a lot of cards. And then we've got a gigantic deck of mini Euro-sized cards. Glass, tin, lead, resin, incense. Obviously, these are resources. Herbs, marble, gemstones, obsidian, gold, water. These look like events. Volcanic eruption, tempest, slave revolt, squandered wealth, flood, civil war, city in flames, tribal conflict. None of those look good. All right. There are a lot of cards in this box. At least visibly, these are the last of them. Ochre, clay, bone, papyri. For papyrus, I guess that would be the singular? Singular for papyrus, maybe? Okay. Iron, wax, fish, fruit, ceramics, wool, oil, grain, wine, and textiles. Okay. The amount of bags that you think you might need, yes. We've got some molded plastic card trays, which is nice. So places to place your cards. Boards. We've got the archaeological succession table and the census. More archaeological succession tables. The city count. Suppose it should be that way. Look at the rule books here in a minute. You've got player boards, it would appear, treasury, your stock, the sequence of play, which looks like it goes into 12 different steps: tax collection, population expansion, movement, conflict, city construction, trade cards acquisition, trade, calamity selection, calamity resolution, social or special abilities, surplus population and city support, civilization, advances, acquisition, and AST alteration. And all of those, these are the different civilizations: Minoa, Assyria, the Celts, Carthage, Hatti, Rome, Iberia, Hellas, Egypt. All right. You've got a chart for the calamity resolution. So all of the things that might happen to you, the major calamities: tempests, squandered wealth, city roots, city in flames. So it looks like these are tradable. You can give these calamities to other players. I'm sure they would love you for that. Looks like a different kind of a tech tree would be my guess. That's at least how it appears to me. All right. Let's take a look at this board, which I may not be able to get all of. It might even be a double. I'm going to put it sideways so you can get a better idea of it, okay? All right, we've got the northern wastes, Black Sea, the Mediterranean, all of the different little regions that you'll be placing your units into, I would imagine. All right, Northern Africa, the Mediterranean. All right, and then a whole lot of cardboard pieces and chits, of which I will not attempt to show in great detail. Let's punch one out so you can kind of get a sense. Double-sided. They seem to be of fine quality. Nothing there that I would have any concerns about. Seem to be of decent thickness. I'll just kind of give you a bit of a view of these, because there are, if not thousands, hundreds of individual cardboard pieces here. Yes, I think you get the picture. There's a whole lot going on component-wise in this game, and I haven't even opened up the rule book yet. I will take a quick look at that in a moment as well. Ah, here we go. Is this the other half of the map? Yes, it is. All right. We got the other half of the map here. You got the Western Mediterranean. The other map had the middle Mediterranean and the Eastern Mediterranean. You've got the western half, Northwest Africa. Obviously, you've got Europe over here, and the Eastern Atlantic Ocean. So this is a massive map that would take up a massive amount of table space, but it's that type of a game. I think you would know that going in. You're going to have a whole lot of space to play and a whole lot of time to play as well. the first game, there's a book specifically for your first game. Oh, and this is interesting. Okay, so it kind of takes you step by step through what you should do. Set up the game, identify the game parts, start the game. It takes you step by step through your first turns. And this is, I think, a great idea for a game of this type of depth, to kind of walk you through turn 2, turn 3. Let's see how many turns it takes you through. It takes you through 7 turns. Okay. A time limit of 10 minutes is set, and players may trade. So obviously, to kind of keep the game moving along, you're going to need, because it says a full game takes up to 13 hours. So you've got a significant time investment here. This is a large book. I'm just going to flip through it relatively quickly because I don't think this is the type of game you're going to get much of an idea of how it plays through an unboxing. This is just to kind of show you what the book looks like, give you a bit of an idea of how it's set up and organized. You can see that there's a number of different illustrated examples of how you can set up the maps, which is nice. The sequence of play. It says the orange box describes general rules. The gray box describes specific adjustments based on the number of players. All right. It goes through everything in much more detail. But it looks like all of those steps were actually on the player aid. It just goes into a lot more detail. And then you've got more of an explanation of the calamities and the civilization advancements, the technologies, things along those lines. Wow. That is a whole lot, and you got a nice sequence of play summary right on the back there, in text that is a bit small for my eyes, but I think you almost have to, on a practical level, have it at a relatively small font to be able to get it all on there. So there you have an unboxing for what appears to be a very, very involved game, Western Empires. Thank you so much for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.